Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy Sunday. What a glorious Sunday it is today. You remember just 2 weeks ago I was recording a video right at the front of the Cathedral of Christ the Savior, and it was snowing and very cold, and today look at this. Many of you probably recognize this area. I have recorded several videos from this bridge, I think 2 videos or maybe more. And today, on the day like this, nothing better than to take a long walk and just enjoy the day. I have some news for you today that are from different countries and from different topics. Some from Poland, some from Russia, and I will end this video with 3 comments of the day. And if you stay all the way to the end of this video, the last comment is the one I actually very much appreciate. I appreciate them all, but I hope you will stay all the way to the end to hear this comment out, because it's really special to me. So what shall we start with? Well, let's start with something that was mentioned on Maciej Maciak's channel. Maciej Maciak is a leader of the movement for prosperity and peace in Poland that I have voted for when I went to Poland during the election time, the first time in my life, as a matter of fact, and he was actually a guest on my channel, and we will connect again for sure. So guys, what did he say during his video, latest video? He read a letter from someone. I don't know how legit is this, but I know that I have an audience from Poland as well who watches him, but there are some people who maybe don't watch him, so you will find the link attached down below this video. But I found this letter quite interesting. It has not been verified, but I tend to believe that actually this is true. So let me tell you what this person wrote to Maciej Maciak. Excuse me. Good evening. My husband's sister works in private sewing shop in Łódź. Łódź is a city not too far away from Warsaw, outside of Warsaw, that used to be, well, still is, but used to be more industrial city. So let's start again. Good evening. My husband's sister works in private sewing shop in Łódź. They were commissioned to sew 500,000 pieces of underwear for the army. It's the same in other sewing rooms and factories in Łódź. For the first time, they have stopped the sewing plant for the shops for sewing for the army. So this was the letter. And here I would like to ask you your thoughts on this before we continue with more news. Because the first thought I had was, is this for Polish army? Which of course we cannot generate numbers like this in Polish army. And then I was thinking, so this could be part of it for Ukrainian army. You know, the unrealistic 500,000 soldiers that Zelensky wanted to put into existence. But what if this is actually for partially Ukrainian army and partially Polish soldiers or other soldiers from NATO countries? What do you think, guys? I would like to hear your thoughts, because if this is legit info, which I tend to believe it is, let me sit down for a sec, which I tend to believe it is, well, I don't think they are stopping the production for other clothing pieces, for other contracts they have, just for nothing. Now, today, from TASS, that reported from Reuters, US delivers first batch of aid to Gaza Strip. According to the news agency, more than 38,000 meals were delivered. United States C-130 Hercules military transport aircraft have carried out the first airdrop of humanitarian aid into Gaza Strip. You know, when I saw this news, the first thing I thought, what is this really? So first you're okay with the genocide, that people are dying, people are slaughtered, the newborns are dying without the nutrition, and then you're sending the aid? What is this, guys? You know, it makes you think like bipolar, delusional one thing, bipolar, I don't know, possessed by some entities all over the place, acting this way, then the other way. Okay, let's go to the next article, which is also from TASS from today, and today is the 3rd of March, so 3/3 day. Putin has clear plan of country's development, 85% of Russians say. I know that sometimes people leave in the comments that this agency, TASS agency, or there are some channels on Russian television here that are owned by the government, and they deliver the information as government wants them to deliver, so it's not accurate. But you know, you can always twist things around, right? You can always say that no one has numbers like this is impossible. I tend to believe those numbers actually are true. That's my opinion. I know some people don't. But let's go through this. Over 80% of Russian polled who followed Vladimir Putin's annual State of the Nation address to the Federal Assembly think that the president has a clear plan of the country's development for several years and is capable of implementing it, according to a national survey conducted by Russia's top pollster. The poll was conducted among 1,600 Russians, and it was done on March 1st, so just a few days ago. When I had my interview with Scott Ritter, the live stream, we did it on the 29th of February. So that was the day when Putin addressed the nation. Among those who followed the address, 85% said that Putin has a clear plan of action and a strategy for the country's development for several years ahead. Every 10th respondent, so 10%, thought that there are no strategy or plan. The majority, which is 86, think that Putin can implement this plan fully or partially, and every second person was completely sure of it. Let me flip the page here. Generally, those polled had a positive attitude towards the address. And now the emotions. What were the emotions of those people? So those emotions include 36% trust, 35% hope, 33% has a sense of security, 32% has respect, and 29% has pride. And the last part of this video, everyone, I have comments from my latest video with just myself, the solo video, and that was when I was talking about Radosław Sikorski, the Polish Minister of Foreign Affairs, who said that even though, you know, he's the Minister of Poland, etc., and he has duty and Poland in heart, however, it's also important for him the prosperity of America, right? So someone said, and the name of you is Stenka, I believe you're a lady, Stenka Rasin 2091, you said Mr. Sikorski should remember the old proverb, a man who has two masters can't serve neither of them well. I agree. Second comment is from the Polish viewer, Artur Szymański 6147. I'm going to pronounce in Polish. Pozdrawiam serdecznie, panie Arturze. Who said, Mr. Sikorski is also British citizen, so I have no more questions then. I didn't know this, so thank you for bringing this up. And now let me sit down for the last comment, which I was hoping you will stay with me all the way to the end of the video. And a great view behind me, isn't it? So this is from, and I really apologize if I mispronounce your name, Dosheri Bolelwang. It's a lengthy comment, but very, very worth listening to. Thanks so much, Anya. To me, the channel is like another spiritual home in this mad world. The live stream with Scott yesterday, and as always, almost left me in tears. I am one of those who don't have much to give in terms of material things, but I can assure you that I make up by prayer for those like you and your very gifted guests. As a Black South African, Russia and her people are special not just from today, but going back a long time, even when I didn't understand much about world politics. But like many, here and there, Western MSM swayed me until a couple of years ago when I decided to install an internet connection, which has helped me to know far more better. Many of us Africans love Russia even more, and not just because of the much appreciated charitable acts, but also the fact that the Russian leaders and people under President Putin, they are speaking for us from the bottom of their hearts. It's not to our liking that Africans flood the cities of Europe in sorry guys, my handwriting. The flood cities of Europe in every way, but because the Europeans and friends have impoverished us for centuries, it is to them that our people are flooding to gather the crumbs that fall off their table. First, I want to thank you so much for your, not just your comment, but your prayers. You know, I am very aware of it, that many of my viewers are sending love, protection, and very, very beautiful energy towards me and my guests, and I can feel it, and I am very grateful for it, and I appreciate it. Second of all, you made me think about how many people still don't have access to internet and to the information that channel like mine or many others are trying to provide. The different way of thinking, the questioning of mainstream media thinking. Then, last but not least, you made me realize something that I call karma. I'm sure I'm not the only one. As you rightly so mention, how many of those European countries have been abusing their power towards African countries, which I have never visited, and your country, South Africa, is 100% on my bucket list to go to. So perhaps what Europe is experiencing right now indeed is karma, because as they have been abused, raped, not just physically but of the resources and dignity, now Europe perhaps will be paying the price in reverse. This is the karma. So many good points here. Thank you so much for your comments. Thank you for everyone who is praying over my guests and myself. I appreciate you guys immensely. And with this being said, we will end this video here. As always, the links to the articles you find down below this video. Let me climb up a bit. In the description box. Make sure to join me on Locals. It's a platform that is optional, it's safe, and it's good to be there just in case. You don't have to support me there if you don't want to. If you do, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. You can just join there as well. Follow me on Instagram, where you can see more images from my travels, and now, of course, from Moscow. And mailing list is also good, just in case, of course, free of charge. And they are still doing this here, guys. Every time I come here, they are still working on this project. I am sure one day I will know what's happening and it will be completed. What else was there? PayPal and Rumble. And with this being said, have a great Sunday. I have 2 more days here. And that's it. Lots of love. And remember, we are the leading edge and we are saving humanity. Bye, everyone.